Welcome into this week's video. I appreciate you for tuning in. And I'm going to try to make this one pretty quick because it is hot as a motherfucker out here. So this one's going to be about 5 ways I'm building my business brand. So my real estate brand, the U.S. Realty Consultants LLC brand. I am going to be discussing how I'm building it currently and how I will continue to build it in the future. If you're new to this channel, I would appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. Just click that red button down below. It's very noticeable. If you're not new to this channel, it would be much appreciated if you could give this video a thumbs up so it ranks better, and so I know that I'm uploading the right type of content. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, holy shit, is it hot out. All right, so the business brand, okay, so the real estate brand. So I just got back. I'm a semi dressed up right now. I'm just wearing Dockers and a nice little polo, okay? So I just got back from meeting with an owner of a local restaurant. I reached out to him 2 weeks ago, never heard back from the email, so I followed up via Facebook, and he responded to me within half an hour. So, and then he's like, yeah, I'd be glad to meet with you, blah, blah, blah. So that's what I'm doing. So step number one, first thing I'm doing is I'm networking. I'm figuring out who's the key players in this local area. I'm trying to find the restaurant owners. I'm trying to find those local business owners. I'm trying to find the people that know people, because I need to know people that know people. That's the key to business. That's the key to life. In order to make a shit ton of money, which is what I'm trying to do, I need to know people that know people. Because I had a podcast episode, I will link that down below. It's about how contacts equal contracts. The more people you know, the more money you make, okay? So if I meet 100 people, 100 business owners, I'm pretty certain a few of them would introduce me to someone who needs help in real estate, who needs to sell their home, who needs to buy a home, who has a vacant property that they're interested in selling, something like that. So first thing I'm doing is networking. I'm getting to know the local players in the area, okay? Because I gotta know these business owners. I gotta find out who knows the community. And who better than restaurant owners? Like, really, restaurant owners, they talk to everybody. They talk to their guests if they're a good owner, okay? They talk to their guests, they go up to the table. They're like, hey, how are you doing? How's the meal? Meal taste good? Anything? You need anything? stuff like that, okay? So I'm getting to know local restaurant owners to start. I have another meeting tomorrow, but that's, story for another day. What's up, buddy? What's up? Come on. Come on. Yeah. You got my dog right here. So, step number one, I'm networking. Just reaching out. I'm going to get probably ignored 95% of the time, but it's that 5% that really matters, okay? Every no gets you closer to a yes. I always keep that in the back of my head, and you should too. Step number two, we got podcasts. For those of you who don't know, my dad and I started a real estate podcast. It's called Real Estate Convos with Jake and Steve. I will link that down below if I remember. Please remember. So yeah, we're doing that. That is like the pillar content. That is like our number one focus right now for content distribution. Is like to do this podcast, because when we do this podcast, we record it, we video it, and we have the audio version. So, I take clips. We have a pretty good organization on that podcast. I ask my dad questions and he answers. So they take like an average of like a minute and a half, 2 minutes per question. And so I take one of those questions and I chop it up and I make that in a video in itself. I could put that on YouTube. I could put that on Instagram. I could put that on TikTok. I could put that on LinkedIn. I could do whatever I want with that. Okay. So that's how we're building the podcast out. Is just redistributing that content, that pillar content, and putting it and chopping it up into little clips, And then we can take those clips and we can even advertise with those. Put that on Facebook. You could do a Google ad, YouTube ad, whatever we want to do. There's like an abundant amount of things we can do with our podcast. Like the content is endless. Like in all honesty, like from one episode, I could create probably 20 to 30 different pieces of content easily, but that takes a lot of time, which I don't really have much of. So I'm taking it slow right now. The third thing, okay? I always do 3 this way. I don't know. 3, it's hard. 3. Third thing is paid advertising. Like I just mentioned, Facebook advertising is. I've already done a Facebook ad for this company. About to run a few more in the very near future within the next week or so. Brand story video, huge. Got to market that. Got to tell the story of the company, how it came to be. Got to tell the story of me, how I came into real estate. Got to tell the story of my dad, how he came into real estate, why we're doing what we're doing today, why we're doing this company, why we want to help people out, okay? That will be an ad, multiple ads. I'm going to test multiple different videos. I recorded the same exact video 4 times over in different locations, you know, different wording a little bit, and I still got to record a few more. But I'm going to post those to Facebook, and I'm going to boost those. I'm going to boost those for $1 a day for a week straight. I'm going to see which one performs the best, and I'm going to take the one that performs the best and keep putting money against that one and keep running it over and over and over and over again. Because if it performs the best, I'm going to keep running that. It's like, why not just keep running it? So, paid advertising, number 3. And also, I'll get into YouTube ads when I feel more comfortable doing those. Number 4, organic content. I kind of mentioned this briefly, or I mentioned this earlier. The podcast, that's organic content. That's free. I don't have to pay anything to produce that podcast other than the microphone and that sort of thing. So the organic content, I take those clips, I post those to YouTube, I post those to Instagram, I post those to LinkedIn, I post those to TikTok. That's the organic content. I don't pay anything to post those. I don't pay anything for that marketing. We record it, I edit it, and then I post it. So what I do, that's the organic content right now. And with due time, that will grow the channels slow and steady. And when people come to our channel or our pages 6 months from now, a year from now, they can find that organic content, whatever question they have. Oh, maybe they have a question about what steps are involved in selling my home. They Google that, and my hope, fingers crossed, is that the SEO from those videos that we do about the frequently asked questions will eventually be on the first or second page of Google, and they see our YouTube video, they click on it. That's what I'm hoping for one day in the future, because it's a grind, you know, getting those YouTube videos seen. You gotta do a lot of things. Gotta do a lot of things with the SEO and the title, the description, blah blah blah. So my hope from now is to have those videos that we record now that are barely getting any views to be getting views 6, 12, 18, 24 months from now, to start getting a lot of views and build that trust with those people. And number 5 is engagement. Okay, so engagement is huge. Okay, this is where pretty much every single business goes wrong. You see a business, they get a bad review, they don't reply to that person. They don't say, oh, what can we do better? How can we help you? Is there anything we can do to make it up to you? They don't do that. Most of them, the good ones, even the good ones don't do that consistently. But that's not where I'm going with. That's not where I'm going with this. I'm talking about using the strategy called the $1.80 strategy. I may have mentioned that in a previous video of mine from, you know, a year or 2 ago. So the $1.80 strategy is basically you search something on LinkedIn, on Instagram, a hashtag, and you go to recent post or the top post under that hashtag, and you just engage with those posts. For example, I live in central Massachusetts, and I'm using this Massachusetts hashtag for Instagram, and I'm finding posts that has Massachusetts in the hashtag or the location, and I'm engaging with those people. I'm finding posts that intrigue me and, you know, that aren't bots or whatever, and I'm just like typing something about that post. Okay, so I'm typing something like, for example, someone posted like a picture of their new car, so I said like, oh, that's a really cool car, like what year is that, or blah blah blah, and they responded to me and they followed me. Okay, so I'm getting the name out that way as well. And it's just like, you know, you build a following, you get more people to see the name. It's like, oh, U.S. Realty Consultants, LLC. And it's like it may not register for them right away, but like 6 months from now, 12 months from now, they're looking to sell their home, they're looking to buy a home, they're gonna think, U.S. Realty Consultants, oh my God, yeah, they commented on that picture of my car, like, oh, those guys are pretty cool, like, I'm gonna like reach out to them. So it's a grind to build something that way, but that's how you gotta do it. You gotta get involved in the community that you want to be involved in, and you just gotta leave your 2 cents, be genuine, and that's all you gotta do. Okay, those are the 5 ways I'm building my business brand. I may do something about my personal brand one day, 5 ways I'm building my personal brand, but who knows. So If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps, like I mentioned. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet. Turn on post notifications if you have not yet, so you get notified whenever there's a new video. As soon as it's posted, there's gonna be a new video every single week. I'm trying to hold myself to it. I almost thought of blowing it off this week, but I was like, nope, I can't. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really, 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 really appreciate it. You can find all the links in the description to the podcast, to everything that you need, okay? Follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. TikTok, you know, whatever you want to do. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.